Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Frontliner Analysis, and thank you so much for your great support that you are showing me on this platform. Now, my fellow Kenyans, President William Samoei Ruto is also a clever politician, and we need to be much keen with the statement that he delivered yesterday, a campaign topic of corruption that he delivered yesterday before jetting outside the country. There might be something that William Samoei Ruto is trying to introduce or to do, so he wants attention from National Assembly and also from the people of Kenyans. Because right now, that is the topic, MPs being corrupted, or from National Assembly and also from the people of Kenyans. Kenyans are now wondering that what is happening. So we need to be much keen with William Samoei Ruto, because right now Ruto is struggling on how he can be elected in the next general election. And that is the reason why yesterday he released a topic, a campaign topic that is being debated at the National Assembly, where MPs and senators are now angry with President William Samoei Ruto after they were accused on corruption cases that is happening in the Republic of Kenya. And that is the same tactic that Rigathi Gachagua also used. Gachagua knows very well that I'm returning back to here in Kenya. Which topic can I introduce? Akaguzia mambo ya Al-Shabaab. Unafanya hiyo topic ya Rigathi Gachagua imesumbua Kenya Kwanza government. For almost 2 weeks, it has been Rigathi Gachagua. So even Rigathi Gachagua have set a topic campaign for his camp that if the government will succeed to arrest him, that one will be a campaign topic that opposition leaders will be using each and every day to incite the people of Kenyans not to vote for William Samoei Ruto because of the behavior that William Samoei Ruto is doing to his opponents each and every day, that are also preparing themselves to be the factor and also the force to challenge President William Samoei Ruto on the ballot box in 2027. So we need to watch these two people much keenly. That is Rigathi Gachagua and President William Samoei Ruto. Ruto have also set a campaign topic for his party, the same way Rigathi Gachagua set his topic. And before we proceed with this analysis, allow me to play for you a courtesy of series of NTV video explaining and analyzing how things are now happening behind MPs, senators, and President William Samoei Ruto. So I want you to watch this video so that you can tell me whom do we blame between MPs, Ruto, and senators, considering the topic that William Samoei Ruto delivered yesterday during the PG meeting between ODM and UDA.
Allegations of corruption and misconduct have plagued the parliament for decades. From reports of bribes being exchanged in bathrooms to millions allegedly changing hands during impeachment proceedings, the integrity of the institution is consistently under fire. Despite President William Ruto's pledge to fight graft, many wonder if the responsibility ultimately lies with the Speaker, while Grace Nganga investigates.
It is here, inside Parliament, where the nation expects accountability. But recent events have turned the spotlight inward, questioning the very integrity of the House. Allegations of bribery in Parliament are not new. Years ago, MPs themselves admitted money was being slipped into hands in the corridors, even in toilets, to sway critical votes on crucial matters.
And I could hear people in the toilet, inside the toilet, telling each other, how much have you been given and who has given you?
She's distributing money. I don't know if it is money or whether it is sweet, but there is something that she's distributing. But it is abhorrent, Madam Speaker, to see Madam Gendi distributing money, 100,000, to the members to vote on their way, Madam Speaker.
The shadow of cash for votes never really disappeared. The pattern returned during the stormy days of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Whispers grew louder that lawmakers were being offered millions to seal the then Deputy President's fate, a charge that Parliament never fully dispelled.
Walikuwa wanapatiana pesa mingi, walikuwa wanapatiana shilingi milioni 10 kwa kila senator kupiga kura. Na ndio ilikuwa ukweli wa mambo. Tusidanganyane.
Today, the same institution is again under fire. Reports of bloated committee budgets, controversial foreign trips, and inducements to tilt votes have tainted Parliament's credibility. And the accusations extend beyond money.
How did we get to a culture where for you to even introduce a bill or for you to even get to the order paper, money has to exchange hands? How did we get here?
Some committees once meant to check ministries and safeguard public funds are now whispered to be extortion avenues. Others have taken an even darker turn, retreating behind closed doors for private camera sessions. Article 118(2) of the Constitution is clear. Committee proceedings must be public unless the Speaker authorizes otherwise. Yet, reports suggest these secretive meetings are convened outside his sanction. This raises one unavoidable question. If committees are breaking the law under his watch, where does the buck stop?
The integrity begins where your House leadership does not care about upholding the integrity of those offices. That's why we are seeing speakers, their offices are now being merged with doing campaigns for the executive. You're seeing the speaker, which is supposed to be the third highest office in this country, going down to the grassroots to push the agenda of the current regime.
Order.
The Speaker is more than just a referee in the chamber. He is the custodian of parliamentary order, the gatekeeper of accountability, and the one empowered to call for or approve private sessions. If lawmakers are holding unconstitutional meetings and using committees as cash points, who is liable? President William Ruto may talk tough on corruption, but if Parliament itself is tainted, the anti-graft war is fatally weakened, which is why critics insist the Speaker cannot remain shielded from responsibility.
When there's issues of corruption, legitimate issues that they should at least say, let us investigate, they are the ones who are not only quiet, but actually defending and even making sure by omission that they cover up all the corruption that is going on.
Question is, if Parliament cannot clean itself, then how can it clean the nation? Grace.
That is the video. According to your view, according to your point of view on that video, whom are you going to blame? Because despite President William Ruto pledged to fight corruption in Parliament, many wonder if the responsibility ultimate lies with the Speaker of the National Assembly. Both Moses Matika Wetangula and Amason Kingi, because money was poured during the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Money was poured during the finance bill of 2024-2025, during the passing of that finance bill. So, I don't know, because the person that is accusing how MPs are corrupt and telling the people of Kenyans on how he's going to make sure that he finish corruption in the Republic of Kenya is the person that is bribing these MPs each and every day whenever he wants to pass anything on his way. He's the person that is bribing MPs each and every day. So right now, I think according to that video, Gloria Orwoba have exposed even MPs have to give bribes to introduce a bill or for their bills to be listed in order papers. So whom do we blame there? There is nobody to be blamed. So it is our responsibility to be more clean with the topic that Ruto introduced yesterday during the PG meeting between UDA and ODM. Because yesterday Ruto did not have a topic. And nowadays, Ruto is trying to look for something that Kenyans can understand, that Kenyans can listen to. Because right now, MPs, senators are now angry to that statement that William Samoei Ruto delivered, where these MPs and senators are now lecturing President William Samoei Ruto, and even some of them are planning to impeach William Samoei Ruto as soon as possible, according to the statement that he delivered yesterday by accusing MPs and senators, the people that he used to bribe few months ago whenever he wanted to pass any bill in Parliament. And before we proceed with this analysis, allow me to play for you some of the clips of the videos on how MPs are bitter and hungry with President William Samoei Ruto's statement.
Then three things follow. One, that either the president or someone in his office knows who gave the bribe. Two, the president or someone in his office knows who received that bribe. And three,
they know why it was given, because obviously it could not have been for passage. It's even more annoying that it is alleged that some 10 million was given. Do you know 10 million to give the members, that's 28,000. So it's being alleged that members of this house are cheap as 28,000 to pass a law. It's even more annoying. Mr. Speaker, some of us have reputations and careers beyond this house. So when you attend a forum where for the first time in a PG, live TV has been invited, and then you are being accused of that kind of thing, it is so insulting, it is so demeaning, it is so unfortunate. Mr. Speaker, I want to say this, that even if there was such a supposition by the President, Standing Order 42 gives him the opportunity to write to you a special message, which then you can table and we can inquire into it, not to be paraded and demeaning as...
Mr. Speaker, Parliament is under attack, Mr. Speaker. And if you go on social media, read a newspaper, switch on your TV, continuously, this house is under attack. And Mr. Speaker, it has gone to the level where it has even gone to the funds that go to the people that we represent. That is CDF and KERA and GAF and the other funds. Mr. Speaker, the executive must respect this house. Members of this house have stood with the executive. Even though some of us have been opposing, members of this house have stood with the executive and supported them on all their agendas, including becoming extremely unpopular with the population because they were making sure that the agenda of the regime has passed on the floor of the house. But Mr. Speaker, now they have been thrown under the bus. It happened last year, even after passage of the finance bill, that the executive president again said that that bill was unpopular, and yet he's the one that had been telling members to support it. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that we must make sure that as a house we fight together. Mr. Speaker, there's something that is going on with the executive. When they say that this house has corrupt practices, I've been seeing empowerment agendas, empowerment forums all over the country. Mr. Speaker, someone who was just the other day a CS is able to give about 2 million, 3 million every week in a function, in fact, 2 or 3 functions in a week. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you, what we need to do is start auditing the executive also. When they say there's corruption on the floor of this house, we also ask them, where is all the money you're spending coming from? Because, Mr. Speaker, this is a case of the pot calling the kettle black. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that it is important as a house we defend ourselves. Mr. Speaker, it shocks me when the executive goes completely against the Constitution, and members of, I'm lucky I was not in the lecture room yesterday, but Mr. Speaker, I hear that even constitutional articles, provisions that are there in the Constitution were actually thrown under the bus also. Because when you say that the Senate has no authority to go and oversight counties, basically that completely goes against the Constitution. So as a House of Parliament, all of us, National Assembly and Senate, we must stick together and ensure that we're each other's keeper and we support each other and pass the bills that are good for the people of this country. And Mr. Speaker,
the executive, which we have worked and we have given it our sweat and our blood to make it to where it is now. We have lost properties. We have lost reputation. We have lost credibility in our own constituencies. We have business partners we work with. Whenever we visit them for business, other than the Parliament, they see us, we are taking corruption into their own offices. And it is for that purpose, Mr. Speaker, we would want to say that whoever suggests that we are corrupt, they should, and we are not, they should go to the same venue, tell our wives, tell our children, tell our business partners, tell our friends that that was a very erroneous statement that came from none other than the head of state for this country. Because the first question I got when I went home last night from my wife, he wanted to check my pocket if I had any illegal money. And I really want to rest my case that we earn our sweat by offering services to this government through this Parliament.
Thank you. Member for Bumula.
That is the statement and that is the speech from MP. So the work is on our hands. We need to be much wise and keen with that statement. There might be something that Ruto is trying to do. Amesha set topic. Yes, ayako huko Japan. Ruto is not yet in the country right now, so we need to be much keen, ladies and gentlemen. We need to be much keen. That topic of corruption from William Samoei Ruto to MPs might be a target of William Samoei Ruto in something meaningful to his camp ahead of 2027 election, or a trap for Kenyans to fall for, to see that Ruto is now working. It is a game. Kindly stay tuned for more updates. See you in the next video. Kindly give me your thoughts in the comment section below regarding to William Samoei Ruto trying to fight MPs and senators considering corruption cases allegation that he introduced yesterday. See you in the next